And to order the contacts, so let's move to the controller here. So we need to add another function that will return so it will return the contacts ordered. So let's copy from here and move down and paste here. So here let's add the order contacts by name, and here let's rename it to get contacts ordered by name. Okay, and ordered gets contacts ordered by name, and here we will receive the direction. So the direction will be ascending or descending. Okay, so here we will render the home page, the index, and so not here but here we will send contacts, and contacts we can use now the auth, so we will get only the user contacts, so user contacts and contacts, and we call the order by, and we give it the field which is the name, and the direction that we have received. The direction will be, as I said, ascending or descending, and we know we want to paginate the data and display only 10. Okay, and we want to send something else which is selected, so we will name it selected direction, and I will tell you later why we need this. Okay, so for now just add the direction here. So as I said, this is the function, so it will render the contacts of the user ordered by the name and the direction, and we get it paginated, and also we get it selected direction. Okay, so let's see what we have here. So let's close the files we don't need. So let's move to the routes, and here we need to add the route, so we can order the contacts. So let's copy from here. So this so the route needs the user to be logged in. So here let's change it. So here it's a get request, and let's use here order, and as I said, we send direction, and here let's add so here let's add order direction, and let's add here contacts, and the function or the method that we have here is so let's copy and use it here. Okay, so now we have the route. So next we need to move to the component, which is where is it? So let's bring the component, which is the contact list. So here, where is it? So here we have links for ordering contacts. Okay, so let's bring link from here and reuse it here. So here what we need to do, so we have the first link. So the first link will take us to, so we don't need to bind the link, so it will take us to order, and here we have order ascending and contacts. Okay, and for the class let's give it text decoration, and the text decoration known, and margin right of 1. Okay, and what else we need? So we need an icon. Let's add here an icon, and it will be fast, fa, and here arrow and up, and that's all. Okay, so let's remove this one, and if we don't need them, and we need another link for the descending, so let's change it from ascending to descending, and from up to down. So save. So let's take a look, and as you can see we have two links. We have one for up and one for down. So let's click here. So as you can see now they are ordered descending using the name. So as you can see, Bob is here. If we choose ascending, so Bob now is here, okay? So the links are working, but we need to do something. We need to add another span here. And using this span, so we need to display, for example, like this, A to Z, okay? So save, let's take a look. So as you can see, we have A to Z, or let's use it uppercase. So A to Z, but we need to do something. So now when we order by, so when we order descending by name, so we need to display here Z to A, not A to Z. And we need to display the link who is active is this one. And when we are ordering ascending, so we need to display the active link is this one, and here A to Z, okay? So that's why we have here selected direction that we have here, this prop, so we can use it to check for selected direction, okay? And let's move down. So here we need to receive it. So we need to receive selected direction. And select direction will have the type, and the type here is string, and we need to give it a default value, okay? So the default value will be sending. So by default, so the contacts will be updating, or will be not updating, but will be ordered ascending, okay? And now that we have selected direction, so we need to use it to check for the direction. So here, where is it? Let's go to top. So here first, let's start with span. So here we need to check for selected direction. So if it is not equal to desk, which means that it is ascending, so we will display what? So we will display A to Z, or let's do something. If it is equal, so let's make it, if it is equal to ascending, so we will display here, as I told you, A to Z. If not, we'll display Z to A, okay? So where is, so here we need the test. So, and here let's remove this one. And now let's save and take a look. So let's see. So as you can see, we have Z to A. So let's make it sending. So it did not change. Let's make it now descending. So it did not change. Why? Because here inside get contacts order by name, so the function, so we are returning or we are rendering the home page and to the index, not the home page, which is the index component. So here we are returning selected direction. So we need to move to the index and we need to do the same thing as we have done here. So let's move and add selected direction also here. So here we will receive it from so let's so here we will receive it from the function. Okay, so let's bring it here and okay, let's organize the code. So here we give it the default value, which is ascending. And now we can send it also to our, so we can send it to the contact list component, okay? So here we have selected the direction and we can keep it same name. So now we have received selected direction here in the index page and we send it to our component. Here we receive it and now we can use it. So we check if it is equal to the ascending, we displayed A to Z. If not, we display Z to A. Okay, so let's refresh the page and see what we have here. So let's add, or let's order using, as you can see, the desk. So now it's Z to A. So let's change it to ascending, and as you can see, it's A to Z. And once we are in the home page, so it's A to Z. Once we click on the order descending, it changes, and also once we click on ascending, it changes. So now we have fixed this problem. So the final thing we need to do is here for this link. So we need to add a class for the links, so depending on, as I told you, on the direction. So if let's add here, or let's bind a class. So this one for the desk. So here we need to check if selected, so selected direction. If it is not, so let's bring same thing from here. So if it is not, or if it is not ascending, so here we will add a class which is text dark, and here we need an empty string if it is equal to ascending, and here we need to do the opposite. So here we check if it is equal to the ascending, then it will be active. If not, then it will, so we will add text dark. If not, we will add only an empty string. So let's refresh the page, or let's move to the home page and see what we have here. So let's see. So as you can see now, it's ascending. So we can use now the descending to order the contacts. So let's order them descending. So as you can see now, it changed from Z to A. Okay, so let's order them ascending. Now it's A to Z, and this is now the blue line is, or the blue is in second link. Okay, and if I click here, so it's in the first. So let's click again. So it's ascending. Let's click on descending. So now it's working as we want. Okay. So now we are done with ascending and descending contacts with or not ascending. So ordering the contacts by name. So now we are done with this step. So next we need to move to the, so let's add, so we did not add the favorites. So we need a button here. So once the user clicks on the button, so we need to add a contact to our favorites. And also later we will move to the final thing, which is search functionality. Okay, so let's move now to the favorites.